What is going on, my friends? Hank here from SpruesNBrews Scale Modeling, and today we're going to do kind of a special little video for you guys. We're going to do a quick tour of the studio here, of the SpruesNBrews Scale Model Studio. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, just to show you guys around behind the scenes where I work every day to make these videos for y'all. And I think it'll be fun. So we'll check out some of the equipment that I use to actually do my modeling, as well as some of the World War II replicas that you see behind me here. If that sounds good to you guys, you know the drill. Grab yourself a beverage, get cozy. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so no particular rhyme or reason here. We're just going to start walking around the studio. And I'm shooting this freehand, so forgive me if it's a little shaky, but it's a little easier to get through everything this way. So, in any case, high level here. It's my little mega desk setup, so to speak. Over on the right here is my editing station. In the back is where I do the actual modeling work. And then over here is just kind of some of the display stuff. So we'll go around the horn from left to right and kind of talk about everything here. Oh, but first, worth noting, in the front, I do have a couple of lights that you can't really see here. These are from a company called GVM. Can't really see that. Great video makers. And these are adjustable LED lights. They hook up to an app on your phone. So you can do a full spectrum of cool to warm colors, as well as full RGB settings. So I usually have one over here on the left for my key light, and then one over on the right here for a little bit of color fill, just for some accent coloration there. On top of that, I have this Rayno, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Light box up here, a little box here with a warm light in that as kind of a kicker or a hair light, just to kind of separate me from the background. And then I have another one over here that's a little bit cooler just to try and fill up the space. So that's it for the basic lighting. And then if we come over here, I have a little side table with a bunch of junk on it, and that is always a mess. Headphones, all that jazz. Right here, this little black box is my teleprompter. And I spoke to that a little bit in a previous video, but that's what I use for my talking heads, which is super handy. I know it kind of sounds like cheating, but you know what? Super helpful. And then over here, we have the kind of main display area. So first on the left, I have my M43 uniform fella here. I'll turn the brightness up a little bit. This is a replica M43 late war uniform from a great company called At the Front. I get a lot of these replicas from them. They do some fantastic high quality stuff here, based in the United States, and they make a lot of the stuff in-house, so that's awesome. Beautiful M43 jacket, and I've got an M1 Grand replica with him right here. This is a non-firing replica from Denix. I know a lot of folks are going to be like, why don't you get the real deal? Because these are a lot less expensive, and they're safe, and they're great replica pieces. I don't have to worry about having firearms around the house, so they look wonderful, and they do the job exactly what I need them for. So, beautiful little M1 Grand replica there. And then on this fella's head, this lovely steel pot here, this is one of the only actual authentic pieces I have in the collection. This is an actual fixed bail M1 helmet. I got this from my grandfather years and years and years ago. He didn't serve during World War II. He served post-World War II, and I don't know where he got this from, but this is an authentic fixed bail helmet. So, unfortunately, he has since passed, so I can't ask him where it came from, but it's a beautiful piece, and I like having it in here. It's kind of a nice memory. I used to wear this and play Army Men in the backyard a lot when I was a young kid, so fun to have this here, and I didn't even know what it was at the time. Moving up, a lot of folks ask about this. This is one of my 148 scale B17G Rebel kits here. And folks ask how I have it hung on the wall. Literally, there's just a wall molly and a drywall screw, and there's a little bit of high test fishing line tied between the two landing gear, and it's just on there. Simple as that. I don't want to mess with it because I don't want to screw up the line that's hanging it, but that's how she's up there. Just simple as that. Moving on here, this lovely little sign, Hank's Hanger sign, was given to me by my beautiful wife as a Christmas present. That was a really nice treat, so thank you, honey, for that. I love having this in the background of the videos. Nice little personalized touch. And then moving down here, a few more Denix replicas. So left to right, I have a PO8 Luger. I did a full video on that if you want to check it out. It's on the channel. I have a PPSH 41, also from Denix, also non-firing. Of course, you gotta have a coffee table MG34, because what else do you put on a coffee table? You gotta have one. This thing is ridiculous. I can't believe I own an MG34, well, a replica MG34, and it's just fantastic. They did a fantastic job with this. I'm sure I'll say that a lot in this video, but Denix does some really great stuff for really affordable prices. So if you want to have an MG34 in your house or in your studio, check them out. Behind that, I have I believe this is an M43 German helmet, steel pot helmet, with a reversible P-dot camo cover on there. I currently have it on the summer side, but you can flip it over for fall as well. And then behind that, our Sturmgewehr 44. Why did I space? I almost called it a 43. The Sturmgewehr 44. You gotta have one as well. It's a really beautiful piece of equipment. I was excited to pick up one of these, get my hands on one of these replicas, just to see what the fuss is about. It's the world's first assault rifle, and I know somebody in the comments is going to say assault rifle is a made-up word, but you know what? All words are made up. It serves a purpose. It's a mid-sized cartridge in a select fire rifle, and that's what it is. But anyway, STG-44 back there, gotta love it. Moving over here, I have an M40 Vermont uniform. This guy is kind of kitted out with as like a submachine gunner. He's got a Denix MP40. This is one of the best Denix replicas I personally think that they make. This is a beautiful replica of the MP40. Love this thing. I'd like to do a video on it sometime in the future. He's got his belt and his ammo pouches there. And then up top here, we've got another helmet. This is an earlier, I believe this is an M38 version, with the splitter tarn cover on the top. So there's my little Wehrmacht impression guy there. Moving over in the back, it's a little bit hidden, but it's on this lamppost here with a few other LED color changing lights back there that I can manipulate with my phone. This is another authentic piece. This is my wife's grandfather's Corps uniform and cap back there. I just picked this up recently for us to kind of hold on to it and just take care of, and I want to get it on a mannequin in the collection here and really let it shine. But beautiful, beautiful piece there. He technically was a World War II vet. He enlisted later and didn't actually get deployed until after the Japanese surrendered, but still, technically in the books, a World War II vet. So really, really special piece back there. It means a lot to the family. So I'm happy to have this here and to get to share with you guys. And I will get it on a mannequin soon. All right, moving over to the workstation side of things here. I've got a couple more mannequins. I guess we'll talk about them first. So I've got my 101st Airborne para guy over here on the right. He's got a replica M1C helmet up there with the scrim and all that jazz, also from at the front. And if I don't mention it otherwise, these replica uniforms and stuff are from at the front. The only one that's not on this side, well, the Corps uniform is real, obviously, but this German tunic is from Epic Militaria over in the UK. They also do some great stuff. But back to my M42 paratrooper uniform here. He's got the folding stock M1 carbine, a couple of replica frag grenades on there, got the little D-Day clicker on the pistol belt, and all that jazz here. Extra little bandolier, all that good stuff. Next to him, we've got my tanker uniform, the front zip fleece-lined tanker uniform that all the GIs wanted. And he's got the shoulder strap for the 1911 there. 1911 Denix replica, beautiful piece. Want to do a video on that as well. Fully field strips and everything. It's a really cool replica. And the M1938 tanker helmet on top there. And of course, he's got his M3 grease gun in the corner in case he needs it. And then here, just a little kind of unfinished Luftwaffe impression here. Luftwaffe officer's crush cap and a Knight's Cross replica from at the front. And the cap is from Epic Militaria. Also up here while we're at it, if you don't get blinded by my fill light here, a couple books. Got this really cool B26 Marauder picture here that I got at an estate sale. Goes really well in the room. I was happy about that. And this is my paint case that all my paints and supplies are in from the good folks at Frontier Wargaming. They sent that to me a while ago with a custom engraving, and I did a little review on it. Really, really cool piece if you want to check that out. I'll have, well, that always lives on the channel. And then down here in the workspace itself, on the left, lots of books, lots of books, lots of books, lots of books. And various supplies down there as well. I've got my awesome trusty cutting mat from the folks at Tankcraft Supply. All my gadgets and gizmos right there in a couple cups, and my adjustable work light, and a whole backlog of figures that I want to get painting there, and more stuff tucked behind the box. A couple more of these shelves going all the way down that I use as well. And then if we transition over here to the workstation, I've got my little Focusrite audio input device there that goes into this HP Omen that's on the floor. Maybe I'll do another video if you guys are interested in the specs of my editing computer and stuff. And I've just got a few screens over here for editing, so I can do workflow on a couple different screens. Beyond that, my mic's back there. I guess I'll do a more formal discussion of my editing and recording stuff at some point here. But that's just kind of a general overview of the workspace of the SpruesNBrews Studio. So if you guys have any questions or anything specifically you'd like to hear me talk about, I would be happy to do so. And I hope you guys enjoyed that little peek behind the curtain. So until next time, my friends, be well, happy building, cheers.